Thank you, everyone, for being here this afternoon. Thank you, judges. My name is Lynn Hawkes Lopez, and my speech today is entitled, Not Native Enough. I was 4 when we came to America, scooped up from a bamboo-walled home in the Colombian jungle and deposited in the middle of a Minnesota winter. I remember the blue and clear of the cold, the itch and sag of my hand-me-down tights, and eagerness. I had never seen snow and thought Minnesota sounded exotic and wonderful. It felt far from the equator, and even farther from the black-booted gorillas that kicked down our door and our family out of our home. Yes, I was eager. Eager for school, eager for English, and eager for the friends who would bring with them the sounds and words of my new country. I was too young to know that my parents would soon be pulled aside by well-meaning ladies in a church peopled by dairy farmers and their blonde daughters. They would be pulled aside and told kindly, covertly, that speaking your language when you've been taken in by a new country is offensive and seems ungrateful, and that it would be best for our sakes if they stopped speaking it in public and at home. I was too young to know this. I don't remember. It happened so gradually that my language faded until one day, now 5, waiting in the hum and mill of a gathering Sunday morning crowd, I stood up on my church chair, and that's when I did it. My mother was nowhere in sight. If she had been, she would have pulled me down and clapped a hand over my mouth. All I remember is standing in a bell, a dome, a vacuum of space and sound, and shouting. Not just one word, but many. No sentences, just sounds, strung together like mismatched socks on a line of washing. I shouted, maybe I sang, but I was forming words, slowly at first, and then faster, desperate, little mismatched Spanish sock words, one after another. Caballo, vaca, leche, hermana. A tumbling, tiny torrent. I don't remember being stopped. I must have been. It must have been an embarrassment for my parents. I don't remember. I just remember that swelling in my throat and ears, my body ringing with the hollow rush of my language leaving me for the last time. I was 5, but I knew that it was losing me, and I was losing it. I was 5, but I was king. Language has always been wrapped up in identity for me. Born to an American Indian father and a Colombian mother, I move in the fissure of cultures, a dynamic and sometimes conflicted cohesion. I cook with my mother, learning the fine art of a perfect pot of sancocho and the golden melt of well-done empanadas. I wish I could still laugh with her in the language of our homeland. Other days bring the push of my aunt and uncle, study Native American literature, and the arrival of unsolicited books in the midday mail, Silko, Marshall, and others. I still remember the drive in my grandfather's long blue Mercury Marquis, counting all the pretty spotted ponies, the Lakota Shunka Khan Pintos on the Paha Sapa Black Hills, on our way to my great-grandmother's little blue shanty on Rosebud Reservation. I speak none of my father's tongue, less and less of my mother's. And I have chosen as a major English, in which my Colombian and Lakota thoughts are most comfortable and most confused. I have no white blood, yet I am most at home in a white tongue. It's this confusion and confliction that many of my generation of Native young people face. I can't speak. I can't dance. I can't sing in Lakota. I grew up in an Athabascan village, thousands of miles from the wind and grass and space of the Black Hills. I know Athabascan stories, Athabascan songs, but Lakota ways of being are limited to what can be transmitted over telephone wires from uncles and aunts, and what I can soak up in a rare afternoon painting with my grandmother. I'm not native enough.